Welcome to Nottinghamshire. I'm Toby Watley, Head of Machinery at Farmers Guardian, and joining with me is Harvey from John Deere.
Good afternoon.
So Harvey, tell me a little bit about what you do here and what we can hear in the background.
So my name's Harvey Cole. I'm the product specialist for tractors for the UK and Ireland, and currently we're here watching the biggest production tractor in the world cultivate some fields. So that's the 9RX 830.
So this is a just over 900 horsepower diesel-powered tractor. So as you point out, it's the biggest production tractor, not the biggest tractor.
No,
in
not
the
the biggest
world.
tractor. No,
it's not a big bud. However, it is probably the biggest. Would it be the biggest tractor currently in the UK?
Yeah.
Both probably in weight and power. Take us through where that machine sits. Obviously, it's the top of your range. It's the biggest tractor you make. Where does it sit in your range of products that John Deere offer in the UK?
Again, we call it its younger brother or sister, which is the 9RX 640 and below. That's utilising the 13.6 litre John Deere engine that we see in our combines. But then it moves up and we've got the three models in the range of the high horsepower, which is 710, 770 and 830. So again, it's sitting right at the top of the range.
I like the way that you call this the high horsepower, because the other ones are, 600 horsepower? So small, like a lawn tractor. So this is really, really big tractor.
It is.
And there are some subtle spec differences between this one and the smaller ones. Smaller, again, slightly weird choice of the word. The smaller ones they've been out for a while. We've seen those working. These ones are completely different design in terms of functionality, different engine. Take us through where this machine fits in the UK. So why does this tractor exist? What's the market need for it? Who's the customer?
Customers that have a large amount of land. Maybe they're wanting to, rather than have two machine costs, one machine cost. So again, doing the work of two tractors. So again, an increase in productivity with a larger implement on the back, covering more ground with one tractor.
So obviously there's the big thing we'll push back there, and every farming business is aware of it, is a challenge of labour or lack of labour. So this effectively, you're saying we can't get hold of tractor driver, we can use one machine where we would have two. This is the biggest one that you currently make. As a product, is very peculiar, I think, in some respects, in a market where we're talking about reduced soil movement, alternative fuels, utilising maybe hybrid drives or electric drives or whatever. And you've got
power shift diesel.
you've got a power shift diesel tractor full of liquefied dead dinosaurs, and you're going up and down the field, working really, really deep. In this instance, obviously alleviating compaction. Can you see why that sounds a bit of a peculiar situation in a world where, at the same time, John Deere launched in CES in Las Vegas, 100 horsepower electric tractor?
Absolutely.
So you're saying this is doing electric ones. So look, we can do alternative fuel engines, but today it's all diesel, it's all power shift, and there's loads of it.
The biggest thing is power of choice with John Deere. We've always offered a massive range of machinery, from, like you said, down to that 5 Series, 4 Series, and even further down, all the way up to this big, heavy, powerful tractor that we see. But again, one of the nice things is that it's a one-step fueling tractor. So yes, it might be diesel guzzling, but actually in the most efficient way possible, utilising no AdBlue. So in terms of emissions and after treatment systems, the only thing on that 830 and all the ones in the high horsepower range is an EGR. So we're getting rid of the AdBlue usage, any sort of SOC, SCR, any sort of after treatment systems that would come along with that. So again, we're reducing that requirement due to how efficient this John Deere 18 litre engine is.
For the excitement, this is the most powerful. But we were talking earlier, realistically, most UK users won't go for this one, do you think?
When you've got a customer who's going from a mid 600 horsepower tractor, if you see what I mean, so 650 horsepower in that range, like maybe a competitive machine or a 9RX, and they don't want to use AdBlue, maybe they've had a lot of gripes with it in the past with their high horsepower tractors, or essentially maybe they just want to get rid of it and they see that the fuel requirements of this efficient engine just utilising diesel is going to be a cost saved while covering more ground.